standpoint,
Yeah.
the hell with the business part of it, because, you know, something, but still no, I think Dick Clark needs to hear that, you know, and be thanked for, because he was the backbone of a lot of us being where we are today, knowing and having under our belt, you know, and that's one of the things that need to be, is I need to find out where he's at so that we can write him in, and just the cats that cared, you know, write him and say, get well, man, get up out of there, you know, it ain't time yet, you know.
He needs to hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, huh?
He needs to hear it.
Yeah, it ain't time, yeah.
It's got to be from people like
Dick Clark is the foundation of us being, a lot of us being, and people knowing who we were. This is one of the drummers that used to play for a lot of the shows and stuff. Bro John, you know, played a lot behind me, you know, and I was really shocked when I heard that he was in the hospital and got really bad sick. And Dick and I are the same age, you know, and I think the cat needs to know. And if all of us, if I can find people, I just don't know where about he's at. I know he's in the hospital.
No, he's home.
You know, he's at home now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And him and
Larry?
no, Larry, I don't know where Larry Klein's at.
Larry's with Stone Pony now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But he's still working with us.
yeah. Well, what y'all want?
Do you have how did you, who influenced you? You've influenced so many rock and rollers.
Nobody influenced me, bro. See, you ain't been looking at your books. Nobody influenced me. Everybody trying to sound like what I'm doing. You know, I don't sound like nobody. Tonight you will find out.
How did you get that incredible sound? I understand you're a builder, and how did you get that incredible sound that you started out with?
I can't explain that to you. See, not being nasty or nothing like that, but if I explain it to some cat listening, will go do it and outdo me with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you that. Ask me something else.
Out of all the performances you've done, do you have one most memorable performance where either you were just wild or the crowd was?
No, I had a lot of them. I don't know which one, man, but I did. You know, I thank all my fans for the good response that they've always given me throughout the years. I got 50 years under my belt now. 50 years. I didn't think I was going to last 6 months. You know, 50 long years, and I feel great.
You look great, too.
Congratulations, that's an incredible record.
I feel good. I feel good. I think I've been blessed. If it's anything called blessing, I think I've had it, you know.
They just played the History of Rock and Roll here in Los Angeles, and they touted you as being one of the very first rock and roll records with one of your with your song.
Well, they were right if they put it right. I share that spot with Chuck Berry because Chuck and I were the first two, and my record was released before Chuck Berry. So that's the reason, because Alan Freed is the one that named it rock and roll. When I was at the Lowell State in Boston, Lowell State Theater, they just tore it down, man. Just tore the dude down. You know, America has a bad habit of tearing down landmarks. Only the kids read about it, they don't see nothing. You know, a book that you read about it, a lot of people would like to go and visit and say, oh, you know, like the Apollo Theater. I keep, you know, at one moment I thought they was going to tear that down too, you know, until they finally swung the doors open again. And it seemed to be doing pretty good, you know. It's a landmark. It's a mark of rock and roll and where everybody came through the Apollo. and then branched out over the country, you know. This was like, I guess the Apollo was the boiling pot.
That was it.
Yeah, you worked there. See, that we call these cats that they ain't working. They ain't working today. We work 5 shows a day. Shoot. They call it the slave quarters.
Oh, yeah.
What was it,
If you
John?
do right, they throw stuff at you.
That's it. If you didn't play right, you get tomatoes and eggs and everything else thrown at you. Look, and I never had that happen. You know, luckily, I never had that happen because I went to do a show and not show off a suit. You know. And that's it, or a bunch of diamond rings and all that, because I go to do a show, you know, that's what the people there to see. That's what I go to try to do for them.
I was talking to the crew from France, and over in Europe, you're like the king over there with your music and your style, and it's just incredible. What are the audiences like over there for you?
They're okay, you know, once I tell them, hey, we have a breakdown in communication with language, but everybody understands rock and roll. And there we go. That's it. That's all I can tell you. And they respond, you know, like my next door kid friends that I grew up with. Everybody is having a good time. That's what I'm there. You know, I don't pull no punches.
Anything else I didn't ask you that I should have, or that you'd like to say to your fans?
I'd like to say that I'm really glad to be a part of your life, and all of the youngsters and the old ones too, is pray that the world quiets down and everybody is getting together and all this kind of stuff. And the kids, the young musicians coming up, do your thing, but stay away from the drugs.
Perfect. God bless you. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Really nice to meet you.
Okay, man.
Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, man.
Good to see you.
All right, this is,